Guys, welcome back. Welcome back to my channel. I'm quite excited this time because this is actually a little challenge with a wonderful German artist. And yeah, at the end of the video, I will tell you who it is. We spoke for quite a while about this, and now we finally did our pour, and we agreed to do a pour in one coaster mold, and we wanted to achieve 4 different effects. So first is the crackle effect, which I'm trying to achieve here now. Second one will be the web effect, third one the flower, and the last one, the fourth one, will be a sort of stripes. And here you already saw me pouring my black and Hypershift mix. I used the Blackbird from Petra Jungblut together with the ZRT Hypershift from Dipon. It has a purplish sheen. And now I'm pouring the alcohol ink. It's the slate gray from Stefanie Etter. Originally, we planned to just use black and white, but then we found out that the slate gray has a hint of purple, so we mixed also our colors, the black with a little bit of purple sheen. Well, I did. I hope, yeah, she does also something like this. I'm sure she does. And I'm also using like the interference gold, which for me it's the white. And in this case for the crackle, I'm only using the interference gold mica. Later on I mix it with some pigment paste, but this pour is only with micas now. Like you saw, I filled my mold up with clear, and now there's the interference gold, and I'm giving it a quick torch. Please always be careful with the torch because you can easily burn your resin, you can burn your mold, and yeah, just be careful. Yeah, I'm popping also, or trying to get some bubbles up. I'm torching again. And I'm pouring some more of my resin around. This is now again the gold, just to make sure there's enough for it to drag into the center. I'm very, very curious about the result of this one. And this is now my slate gray. And I'm leaving it for the moment, quick torch. And now my second pour. There I mixed my black. It's a black pigment paste from Dipon. And I mixed it also with the ZRT Hypershift from Dipon. And I'm going around outside, so I'm curious if I get a sort of web effect. And now I'm pouring the slate gray around my black mix. Yeah, I'm taking my time for this. And again, I'm filling it up with my clear. The resin I'm using for those two techniques is the Art Pro resin from the Resin Pro company. It's an Italian brand. I'll link them into my description box. For the flowers later, I use a different resin. We agreed on this because I can better work for different techniques with different resin. So the Art Pro resin is a rather thick resin. It's medium viscosity. Yeah, giving it a torch again before I use my white mix, and the white is the white pigment paste from Dipon mixed with the interference gold from Laura's Art Corner. I adore this color, this interference gold. It's at the moment, I use it a lot, as you probably saw recently, but it gives such a nice sheen, and I just adore it. So I'm just going around, but in rather thin streams, sorry. Sometimes my English. And now I'm using the slate gray again, also around. Again, the torch. And now I'm taking the purple glass bits. Need to get them. There they are. I was searching them and they were lying in front of my nose. This is always happening, so. And now I'm putting them into the center. And I'm using my little toothpick and very carefully dip them into my resin, but not too hard, that they're not scratching your mold. Just be very careful with this. I'm not sure if I mentioned, but I mention it again, and I'm sorry if I repeat myself. Sometimes when you do the voiceover, you just don't remember what you are saying. The mold is the Geode Coaster Mold from Molds and Shapes. I link them into my description box, and yeah, if you use the promo code PT5, you get 5% discount. The molds are amazing from Molds and Shapes, and I'm using them all the time. I'm so happy with them. So now we are ready for my third coaster and the fourth one. I already filled the clear into both of the coaster molds. And actually I did a mistake there, because I wanted to start with this slate gray, but I totally forgot about it, because normally I'm pouring like this and not first something like the alcohol ink, and well, never mind. So I thought I just pour my slate mix around, and I'm doing this with both coasters. Sometimes you're just too much into your habits, what you always do. So, but the next flower I will pour in a different way, so I guess it will have another effect. But anyway, now I'm putting 2 drops of the slate gray alcohol ink, also, or resin ink, into my mold, just in the center. And I'm using the same black mix. I'm getting a paper towel here. I'm using the same black mixed with the black pigment paste and the Hypershift for the center of my flower. It will be a rather dark center, but this is what I wanted. Yeah, and I'm going, I need to clean up a little bit, and I'm going in circles. Just little circles. And now I'm also taking my white, and the white is also mixed, the white Dipon pigment paste together with the interference gold from Laura's Art Corner. But as I said, I used a different resin here. I used the B20 resin, because this matches at the moment for me the best for the flower technique. And I'm just drawing some petals. You know, it doesn't matter how you draw your petals. Normally you will always achieve a nice effect. So I'm just going how I feel. I didn't have a plan for my flower before. I'm actually always nervous when I have, well, not have to, but when I'm making the 3D flowers, because in the past I had a lot of fails and I'm still, afraid of getting big blobs. So anyway, so now I'm putting a little bit more interest into my flower. And now I'm drawing my flower itself with a little toothpick. Please be careful not to drag it too much into the mold, because you can easily scratch your mold. I'm always very careful using it. So I just randomly emphasize the petals of my flower. And now I'm giving it a little swirl just to bring a little bit more interest in there and to give it more natural look. I don't really like too much glitter in the center of my flower because I think very often it looks very artificial. So I prefer the natural resin swirly look. So now I'm snipping my holes in the piping bag a little bit bigger, because my resin there is really getting thick and setting up. So I really need to press hard to get the resin out of the bag. It's really, yeah, I pushed it to the limit. Let's say it like this. I wanted the lines to stay like they are. I mean, I will later on draw take the toothpick through, but I didn't want them to move too much anymore. So and again the white, I'm altering the black and the white, as you see. And now again I'm taking the toothpick. Needed to search it again. It's always the same. So yeah, I'm dragging it through. And like this, just a different design. And I'm also taking my glass bits again and to put some into the clear, just to have a little bit more interest in there. And again, I'm searching my toothpick because I need to drag also these glass bits a little bit down. It's always the same with me. I'm searching. It's always a mess on my table. I'm sorry about this, but when you are going and you do different pours, then you have too much equipment outside. Yeah, so far I'm very happy. So this is the next day, 24 hours later, time for demolding. I'm so curious. I had a little bit overflow with my first one. You see it there. So this was a crackle, this is the web, if it all turns out. This is the stripes and my flower. So I'm starting with my crackle effect. I wonder. So let's have a look. Yeah, a little overflow, but let's have a look and look at that. It has, well, it cracked and the center is really like gold nuggets. I'm very surprised about it, and there's a lot of depth. You will see it later in a close-up. Yeah, with this I'm quite happy. It's a different crackle effect, but I'm happy. And this is my web effect. So it has crackles, but it has also the web effect. And the colors blended, and it has also a lot of depth. I'm quite happy with that one. Now my flower. And yeah, I'm also happy with this one. It has some transparent part, but as I said, I never used this alcohol technique before, not really, and I'm quite happy, yes. And this one, the line stayed. This still needs a little bit improvement, I think, but I'm also happy with this technique. So yeah, this is a close-up. And yeah, I can tell you now, I'm now wondering what Sandra did, because yeah, the challenge is with Sandra Rettich, and I will link her channel to my description box and just have a look for her video. I'm sure she has uploaded it at the same time like I did. So Sandra, I'm really curious about what you did, and yeah, I love and leave you, and I hope you guys like what we both did. And thanks for watching. Take care, guys. Bye bye.